What's up, guys? Today is September the 20th, and I want to do a story time on the time I got jumped by two girls for speaking correct English. This was in the 6th grade. So let's go. So when I was in 6th grade, I was tiny. I was 4 feet tall, just little. And I'm the youngest in my family. I have two other sisters, two older sisters. And so whenever I went to school, usually I was the only one there from my family because my other sisters were, in higher grades. So here I am in 6th grade, and both my mom and my dad are educators. My dad was a preacher, and then he taught school as well. My mom worked for the Board of Education. So I was raised in Memphis, Tennessee. My mom was raised in Chicago, Illinois, but then my dad was raised in Memphis/Mississippi. But they would never allow us to speak ignorant talk, is what my mom would say. So we had to pronounce our words. We had to use the correct pronunciation and diction and all that. She was very strict, even more so than my dad. So when I was going to school, we went to this school. My dad thought it would be a great idea if we went to a school that he went to, and it was in a black area, and they were just like, all black kids. And I thought it would be cool because we had gone to predominantly white schools, and I just thought, oh, well, now I can go to a school where there's predominantly black kids. So anyway, so I go to this school, and this girl was 14 in the 6th grade. Her name was Janet Brown. I'll never forget her. She did not like me. She harassed me. She was like, "Who do you think you are? You're an Oreo, a white girl in a black girl's body," is what she used to say. And that's not how you're supposed to talk. You're not supposed to say door. You're supposed to say dough. You're not supposed to say chair. You're supposed to say cheer or something like that. So I tried to talk like that. I tried. I wanted to fit in. And it just didn't work, because whenever I got home, I was still talking like that. And then I would get in trouble at home for talking like that. My mom would be like, "Why are you talking like that?" And then when I get back to school, I forget and then talk the way that I talk. And then it was just crazy. It was too much. So I finally told the girl that I couldn't do it. I just had to be me, So she was like, "Okay, well, every day." Oh, so my dad owned a grocery store. That's important to know. He owned a grocery store, and so this girl said, "Every day that you don't talk the way we want you to talk, you're going to get jumped by her and this other girl, unless you bring us money and food from your dad's grocery store." So at first I was like, "Well, yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to steal money from my dad's grocery store and food. I'm just not going to do that." So I would walk home from school. I would go through this little alleyway to cut through from school to my dad's grocery store, because when we left school, they wanted us to come to the store, and the store was like really not far at all from the school. And these two girls were in the alley, and I got jumped. I got beat up. So after that, it kind of scared me, so I started bringing them stuff from my dad's grocery store. I started getting food stamps out of the cash register. Back then they were the books. They were like stamp books, actual stamps. I would get whole books of stamps and give it to them. So my dad, at the end of the month, did a, what do you call it? Inventory, whatever, of everything. And he saw that money was off and, everything. So he went down the line asking everybody, my mom, my sisters, the other workers that worked at the store. And when he got to me, I just started crying, and I told him what had been going on. And so he was like, "Okay, this is going to stop. You need to tell her that you're not going to bring her any more food or any money." And I was like, "But Dad, they're going to jump me. And they're much bigger than me." This girl was 14 in the 6th grade, and she was humongous. So he said, "Don't worry about it. Make sure your sisters will have your back, but you tell that girl you're not giving her one more thing." So I got to school the next day. I was really nervous, and I told her, I said, "I can't give you anything else." My dad found out about it, and he told me to stop. And she said, "Well, you better find a way, or because you know what's coming." So I was like, "Okay, whatever. I'm not bringing anything else. As you can see, I don't have anything today, and that's just the way it is. So she was like, well, just prepare to get your ASS kicked. I was like, okay, whatever. So I was going home, and they were waiting for me in the alley, and they started getting in my face and, doing that, pushing and all that. And then my sisters came out from nowhere. I didn't even see them following me, but apparently they were following behind the girls that were following me. And I had one sister that was in the 9th grade, 8th grade, and then my other sister she was like in her 2nd year of college. Yeah. And beat the girls up. So the girls, they didn't bother me anymore after that. And as a matter of fact, my dad took me out of that school, and I went to the school where he taught, and things were much better. But those years at that school were horrible. I went there from 4th grade to 6th grade, and it was just horrible. And I don't know, when Hannah gets to that age, I'm just going to tell her like my dad said. Just be yourself. She's not going to have sisters that's going to come out of the woodwork to beat the kids up, but those kids don't want to mess with my baby. That's all I have to say. Alrighty, that's it for story time. Bye.